The day pulls you in countless directions, but what if your truest strength is found in simply pausing? Tonight, find your anchor and rest, profoundly centered. Hello, dear friend. I'm Lucas. It's midday now. The world outside may still spin with its usual hurried rhythm, its demands echoing like distant gulls on a vast ocean. But here, in this moment, all that urgency begins to soften, to dissolve into the air around you. This space, right here, right now, is yours. A small, precious window of quiet, a moment to pause. For many of us, the modern day can feel like a relentless current pulling us from one task to the next, from one notification to another, rarely offering a true moment to simply stop and breathe. We rush, we strive, we react until the very concept of stillness feels alien, an indulgence we can ill afford. But the ancient Stoics, masters of inner peace amidst outer chaos, so that true strength doesn't come from ceaseless activity, but from consciously finding your center, your anchor in the midst of life's currents. This chapter, the pause in the day, so invites you to gently step out of the current, to find that essential anchor within you, and to discover the profound peace that blossoms when you consciously choose to pause and return home to yourself. It's time to breathe deep and let the quiet strength of your inner anchor hold you firm. The Stoics, though they lived in a world without our digital overload, understood the corrosive nature of constant external stimulation and the feeling of being perpetually pulled by outside forces. They recognized that true freedom and inner peace were not found in the absence of external demands, but in the disciplined management of one's internal responses to them. Epictetus, a wise philosopher whose life itself was an example of extreme external constraint, having been a slave, taught with piercing clarity, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This profound insight is the first key to finding your anchor amidst the day's constant current. Our stress and overwhelm often arise from our desperate attempt to control what is fundamentally uncontrollable, the actions of others. the whims of fortune, the passage of time, or the myriad external circumstances of life. We cling to these external variables, pouring our mental energy into worrying about them, only to find ourselves exhausted and perpetually uneasy. What if, instead of fighting the external tide, you could simply adjust your internal sails and drop your anchor in the depths of your own being? Imagine, for a moment, a small boat caught in a busy harbor. Large ships pass, creating wakes that jostle it. Other boats move in and out, creating constant ripples. The small boat could try to fight every ripple, to constantly adjust its position to every passing current. It would be in perpetual motion, restless, and never truly at peace. But if that small boat drops its anchor deep into the calm seabed, it remains steady. It still feels the subtle movements of the water, but it is not tossed about. It is held firm, a quiet point of stability amidst the harbor's activity. This anchored boat is your inner self. The harbor is your busy day, and the anchor is your conscious choice to pause, to breathe, to return to your center, regardless of the external demands. This conscious grounding allows you to remain calm and focused even when the world around you is in perpetual motion. In our modern world, the sense of being constantly pulled is pervasive. Our smartphones buzz with notifications. Our inboxes overflow, and social media feeds present an endless stream of information, each vying for a piece of our precious attention. We rush from one task to the next, often multitasking, believing that constant activity is the only path to productivity and success. This relentless pace leaves our minds fragmented, agitated, and prone to chronic stress. We often wear our busyness as a badge of honor, mistaking exhaustion for effort and constant activity for purpose. This societal narrative reinforces the belief that external demands are unavoidable and that our peace depends on conquering them. But the Stoics would gently invite us to pause, to question this conventional wisdom, and to recognize that true peace isn't found by eliminating all external pressure, but by cultivating an inner stillness so profound no current can truly disturb it. consider your own day just now, gently drifting into this moment of quiet. How many times did you feel the internal tug of urgency, the subtle squeeze of a deadline, or the overwhelming sensation of having too much to do and not enough time? Perhaps you found yourself rushing, multitasking, or feeling a knot of tension in your stomach. In those moments, did you instinctively try to push harder, to control more, to eliminate the pressure, or did you manage, even for a fleeting second, to pause, to breathe, and to observe the pressure without letting it overwhelm your inner state? The Stoic warrior trains to recognize these moments. They understand that external pressure is a fact of life, but their response to it is a choice. They ask, is this pressure truly within my control to eliminate, or is it an external circumstance that I can only control my reaction to? By discerning this, you unlock immense inner freedom. The practice of finding your anchor begins with the fundamental Stoic concept of the dichotomy of control, taught by Epictetus. He asserted that while external events like pressure from work, societal demands, the actions of others are largely beyond our power. Our opinions about these events, our impulses, desires, and aversions, our inner world, are entirely within our control. The Stoic warrior focuses their energy exclusively on what is within their power, thereby conserving immense amounts of mental and emotional energy that would otherwise be wasted on futile attempts to control the uncontrollable. This disciplined focus is the true source of their unshakable fortitude against the roar of pressure. When you understand that your peace is dependent only on your internal state, you become impregnable to external forces. In this deep rest now, as the gentle sounds of the midday embrace you, imagine yourself as the calm pilot of your inner vessel. Feel your body sinking deeper, becoming stiller, more grounded, as the metaphorical waves of external pressures and inner thoughts attempt to buffet you. Simply observe them. Do not engage. Do not judge. Do not follow them down a winding path of overwhelm. See them for what they are, mere movements on the surface of your vast inner ocean. With each deep breath, feel yourself drawing in a quiet, profound stillness from the universe. With each exhale, imagine those pressures, those urgent demands, gently dissipating, like faint echoes dissolving into the air. You are harmonizing your inner world effortlessly, profoundly. This practice of finding your anchor amidst the day's pressure is a gift that extends far beyond this tranquil midday pause throughout your waking hours. When you feel the roar of pressure attempting to overwhelm you, or the subtle squeeze of anxiety, remember this moment. Remember the anchored boat, steady amidst the harbor's activity. Remember the Stoic wisdom that reminds you to focus only on what is truly within your power. Your reaction, your judgment, your choice to be present. This inner discipline is not a burden. It is a continuous pathway to enduring peace, a gentle liberation from the tyranny of external demands. You are cultivating an inner sanctuary that no pressure can breach, a spirit that stands firm, grounded in its own inherent calm. As the midday light deepens its shadows around you, feel yourself sinking further and further into this profound calm. Let every remaining tension gently unravel like tangled threads slowly straightening in the quiet. Let every lingering pressure softly dissipate into the vast, open space of your tranquil mind. You are safe here in the effortless flow of the present moment. You are not striving. You are not pushing. You are simply allowing yourself to be carried by the gentle current of rest. Knowing that in this surrender, you reclaim your deepest peace. I whisper now, as your eyes grow heavier, as your conscious mind settles into deeper, more restorative sleep. You are the anchor. You are stillness. You are peace in pressure. Let the roar fade. Your inner self is still. Fall into profound tranquility. Chapter 2. The breath of clarity. Washing away distraction. The world clutters your mind. But what if your truest peace is found in simply letting things flow? Tonight, wash away distraction and rest. Profoundly clear. Hello, Dear friend, I am Lucas. You've found your anchor in the pause in the day, gently easing away from the roar of pressure. Now, as your body sinks deeper into the tranquil embrace of the night, and your mind gently drifts into the realm of passive learning, we turn our attention to one of the most pervasive modern problems and a powerful ancient Stoic answer: the incessant flow of distractions and the difficulty of maintaining clarity in a cluttered world. This is the breath of clarity. In our contemporary lives, our attention is constantly fragmented and pulled in countless directions by notification, endless information streams, multitasking demands, and the sheer volume of digital noise. We often feel scattered, overwhelmed, and unable to concentrate deeply, leading to superficial engagement and a persistent sense of mental exhaustion. But the ancient Stoics, with their profound understanding of the mind's power and the wisdom of discernment, knew a different truth. True effectiveness and inner peace are not found in doing more, but in skillfully letting go of what is non-essential, allowing clarity to emerge. This chapter invites you to reclaim your scattered focus, to cultivate a profound clarity of mind, and to discover the deep satisfaction that blossoms when you allow your attention to be purified, like a stone washed clean by a gentle stream. It's time to breathe deep and let your mind become a beacon of unwavering light. The Stoics, long before the age of digital distractions, were acutely aware of how external stimuli and constant mental chatter could disrupt the human mind. Seneca, a Roman Stoic, lamented the restless mind, which is always flitting from one thing to another, recognizing that a scattered mind could never achieve true wisdom or peace. They understood that true focus was not merely a productivity hack. It was a moral imperative, a way of honoring the present moment and exercising our rational faculty when our minds are constantly distracted. We are not truly present, either for our tasks, our relationships, or our own inner life. We become superficial, unable to delve deeply into anything, and consequently unable to cultivate virtue or achieve genuine tranquility. The Stoic answer to distraction was not to seek an external environment free of interruption, but to cultivate an internal discipline of attention, a mental state that could remain clear and unwavering amidst any external noise. This internal clarity was their pathway to undisturbed wisdom. Imagine for a moment a pristine, clear mountain spring. Its waters are pure, unburdened by debris or excess. It flows freely, providing life-giving sustenance to all who encounter it. Its clarity allows you to see all the way to its tranquil bed. Now imagine a bustling city street filled with the roar of traffic, the shouts of vendors, and the clamor of crowds. If you try to see your reflection in the puddles on the street, it will be distorted, fragmented, unclear. But the mountain spring, in its inherent stillness and purity, always offers a perfect reflection. This is the wisdom of clarity. Our minds are like that spring. When they are calm and quiet, free from the turbulence of external noise and internal chatter, they perfectly reflect the truth of reality, offering clear insight and deep understanding. But when they are agitated by constant stimulation, our perception becomes distorted, our judgment clouded, and our inner peace obscured. The Stoic warrior trains their mind to be like that mountain spring, to maintain an inner stillness and clarity so profound that it can reflect truth and find wisdom amidst any external noise without being disturbed. In our modern world, the symphony of noise and distraction is unprecedented. Our digital devices buzz with constant notifications. Our media feeds scream for our attention with curated perfection, and our cities hum with an ever-present urban clamor. We are often plugged in, tuned in, and constantly responding, rarely allowing ourselves moments of true silence or sustained focus. This pervasive external noise creates a profound internal echo, a constant stream of restless thoughts, anxieties, and fragmented ideas that makes it incredibly difficult to concentrate, to think deeply, to listen to our intuition, or to simply find peace. We become accustomed to distraction, mistaking busyness for purpose and constant input for valuable knowledge. This mental agitation leaves us feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and strangely disconnected from our own inner wisdom. The Stoics would gently invite us to pause, to question this endless clamor, and to recognize that true clarity and enduring peace are not found in the absence of noise, but in the cultivation of an unshakable inner silence, a sanctuary where true insight can blossom, allowing us to purify our attention. Consider your own day just now, gently drifting into the profound quiet of night. How many times did your attention jump from one thing to another, pulled by an external alert or an internal urge to check something? Perhaps you were trying to read a book, but your mind kept drifting to your email. You were having a conversation, but your phone buzzed and your focus shifted. You were attempting a complex task, but a dozen open tabs on your computer beckoned. Each instance of distraction, no matter how small, eroded your ability to engage deeply, to think clearly, and to find satisfaction in the present moment. The Stoic warrior trains relentlessly to recognize these pulls, to acknowledge them, and then to gently yet firmly redirect their attention back to what is essential. This requires a conscious application of your will, your inner power, to guard your mental space. The Stoic solution to washing away distraction is rooted in the practice of prosophe, a continuous, vigilant attention to oneself, one's judgments, and one's action. It is a state of constant mindfulness, a guard against allowing external impressions to sweep us away without our conscious assent. When a notification buzzes, prosophe allows us to pause, to observe the impulse, to check it, and then to consciously choose whether that action aligns with our purpose in that moment. When our mind wanders during a conversation, prosophe gently brings us back to the present, to the essential. This isn't about suppressing thoughts. It's about discerning which thoughts serve our highest good and which are mere noise. By consistently bringing our attention back to the essential, to the now, we strengthen our mental muscle of focus, making it easier to to resist future distractions and to engage more deeply with life. This is the breath of clarity, a constant purification of attention. This active choice of conscious attention is where your profound inner clarity and lasting peace lie. When you realize that your tranquility is not dependent on a perfectly quiet external environment, but on your ability to cultivate an inner sanctuary that no external noise or internal chatter can breach, you become truly resilient. You are no longer a victim of constant stimulation. You are a beacon of calm in a noisy world. This doesn't mean life becomes easy or free from external clamor. It means you face life's inevitable complexities and demands with an inner composure, a quiet dignity, and a profound sense of clarity. You are the architect of your own inner solence, capable of hearing the whispers of your own wisdom, even amidst the loudest roar, because your attention is purified and unwavering. In this deep rest now, as your body sinks even further into profound relaxation, allow your mind to become that calm, clear river stone, always still, always pristine, even as the waters of distraction flow ceaselessly around it. As any lingering external noises or internal chatter arise, those sounds that try to pull you away from peace, simply observe them. Do not engage. Do not judge. Do not follow them down a winding path of distraction. See them for what they are, mere echoes or fleeting debris carried by the current, and then consciously, gently allow your inner stillness to absorb them, to render them powerless. Feel the profound peace that arises from this act of cultivating clarity, this gentle shift into profound insight. You are becoming the master of your own attention, choosing inner clarity over outer chaos, serenity over agitation. This practice of embracing the breath of clarity is a gift that extends far beyond this tranquil night. Throughout your waking hours, when the world tries to overwhelm you with its noise, when distractions beckon, or when you feel tempted to react to constant stimulation, remember this moment. Remember the clear river stone, unwavering amidst the flow. Remember the Stoic wisdom that reminds you that your true clarity and inner peace are found not in escaping noise, but in cultivating an inner silence that allows you to hear the whispers of truth, even amidst the loudest clamor. This daily discipline is not a burden. It is a continuous pathway to profound insight, a constant source of unshakable calm and enduring wisdom in a world that often tries to define your worth by how loudly one speaks or how much one consumes. As the night deepens around you, feel yourself sinking further and further into this profound calm. Let every remaining tension gently unravel like tangled threads, slowly straightening in the quiet. Let every lingering external noise or internal chatter softly dissipate into the vast, open space of your tranquil mind. You are safe here in the effortless flow of the present moment. You are not striving. You are not pushing. You are simply allowing yourself to be carried by the gentle current of rest, knowing that in this surrender you reclaim your deepest peace. I whisper now, as your eyes grow heavier, as your conscious mind settles into deeper, more restorative sleep. You are clarity. You are focus. You are peace in presence. Let distractions fade. Your mind shines clear. Fall into luminous attention. Chapter 3: The Wellspring of Resilience. Ready for what comes. The day will bring new challenges, but what if your truest strength is found in simply being ready? Tonight, drink from your wellspring and rest, profoundly prepared. Hello, dear friend. I'm Lucas. You've found your anchor in the pause in the day and washed away distraction with the breath of clarity. Now, as your body sinks deeper into the tranquil embrace of the night, and your mind gently drifts into the realm of passive learning, we turn our attention to the culmination of your midday recharge, cultivating an inner reservoir of strength and readiness for whatever the rest of your day or life may bring. This is the wellspring of resilience. In our contemporary lives, we often feel drained by the demands of the day, leaving us feeling depleted and unprepared for unexpected challenges. We might anticipate the afternoon with a sense of dread or approach new tasks with a lingering fatigue. But the ancient Stoics, masters of inner fortitude and proactive living, knew a different truth. True strength isn't merely about enduring hardship, but about cultivating an inner wellspring of resilience that allows you to meet every moment with calm confidence, no matter its nature. This chapter invites you to tap into that inexhaustible source of inner strength, to feel profoundly replenished and to discover the deep satisfaction that blossoms when you are truly ready for what comes, not with anxiety, but with quiet power. It's time to breathe deep and let your inner wellspring fill you with unwavering strength. The Stoics, with their profound emphasis on preparedness and inner fortitude, understood that life is an unpredictable journey filled with inevitable ups and downs. They didn't believe in avoiding challenges. Rather, they believed in preparing the mind to meet them with unwavering resolve. Seneca, in his letters, often spoke of the importance of premeditation of evils, praemeditatio malorum, not to invite negativity, but to mentally rehearse potential difficulties, thereby stripping them of their power to surprise and overwhelm us. This practice, far from being pessimistic, was a radical act of self-empowerment. By mentally confronting potential setbacks, the Stoics built an internal resilience, a psychological armor that allowed them to remain calm and rational when faced with actual adversity. They knew that true strength wasn't about never falling, but about always being ready to rise, fortified by an inner reservoir of calm and reason. This is the essence of the wellspring of resilience, an inner source of strength that is always available, always replenishing, always ready. Imagine for a moment a vast, ancient desert. Most plants struggle to survive, withering under the relentless sun. But deep beneath the surface, there exists a hidden oasis, fed by an underground spring. This wellspring continuously bubbles up, providing cool, life-giving water sustaining a lush patch of green in the midst of barrenness. Even when the surface is parched, the wellspring flows, an inexhaustible source of life. This wellspring is your inner resilience. The desert is the challenging landscape of your life, and the act of pausing, breathing, and returning to your center is like tapping into that hidden spring. It's not about waiting for the rain. It's about knowing you carry your own source of nourishment within you, always flowing, always ready to sustain you. No matter how dry the external conditions may seem, this inner wellspring allows you to remain vibrant and strong, even when faced with the most demanding circumstances. In our modern world, we are often encouraged to seek strength and resilience from external sources. Motivational speakers, self-help books, or even fleeting moments of external success. We chase external validation, believing that if we can just achieve enough or control enough, we will finally feel strong and secure. But this external reliance leaves us vulnerable when those external sources falter or when unexpected challenges arise. We feel exposed, depleted, and overwhelmed. We might experience burnout, a deep sense of exhaustion that stems from constantly drawing on finite external resources, rather than tapping into the infinite wellspring within. This societal narrative reinforces the belief that strength is something we acquire from the outside, rather than something we cultivate from within. But the Stoics would gently invite us to pause, to question this external pursuit, and to recognize that true, enduring resilience is an internal quality, a wellspring that never runs dry, always ready to replenish you, always ready to empower you. Consider your own day just now, gently drifting into the profound quiet of night. How many times did you feel your energy flagging, your patience wearing thin, or your resolve weakening as the day progressed? Perhaps you faced a difficult conversation, an unexpected problem, or a seemingly endless list of tasks. In those moments, did you instinctively feel depleted, wishing for the day to end? Or did you manage, even for a fleeting second, to pause, to breathe, and to remember that you possess an inner reserve of strength a wellspring of resilience that can be tapped into at any moment. The Stoic warrior train relentlessly to recognize these moments of depletion. They understand that external demands can drain our energy, but our response to that depletion is a choice. They ask, how can I replenish my inner wellspring right now? What thought, what breath, what shift in perspective can help me tap into my inherent resilience? By consistently turning inward, you unlock immense inner power. The Stoic practice of cultivating resilience is rooted in the understanding that our inner resources are limitless, provided we know how to access them. It's about consciously choosing your response to every situation, drawing on your reason and your virtues, rather than being swept away by impulse or emotion. It's about recognizing that every challenge is an opportunity to practice patience, courage, wisdom, or justice. It's about understanding that true strength isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act virtuously despite fear. This inner work, this constant drawing from your wellspring of resilience, makes you not just strong, but truly unshakable. You become like the ancient tree you envisioned earlier, deeply rooted, able to bend with the wind, but never breaking, always drawing strength from its core. This active cultivation of your inner wellspring is where your profound inner strength and lasting readiness truly lie. When you realize that your capacity for resilience is not a finite resource that can be depleted, but an inexhaustible spring that can be continuously replenished through conscious choice and Stoic practice, you become truly empowered. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are a proactive agent, capable of meeting every moment with calm confidence, knowing that you possess the inner resources to navigate any challenge. This doesn't mean life becomes easy or free from difficulties. It means you face life's inevitable complexities and demands with an inner composure, a quiet dignity, and a profound sense of readiness. You are a living testament to the power of Stoic philosophy, a beacon of unwavering strength in a world that often feels overwhelming, because your inner wellspring is always flowing, always abundant in this deep rest now. As your body sinks even further into profound relaxation, allow your mind to become that hidden, pristine wellspring, continuously bubbling with clear, life-giving water. Feel yourself sinking deeper, becoming stiller, more grounded, as if you are merging with that source of endless strength, as any lingering feelings of depletion, fatigue, or apprehension about what comes next arise. Those thoughts that try to diminish your strength, simply observe them. Do not engage. Do not judge. Do not follow them down a winding path of exhaustion. See them for what they are, mere shadows, unable to touch the purity of your inner wellspring. And then, consciously, gently allow the clear, cool waters of your inherent resilience to wash over them, dissolving them into nothingness. Feel the profound peace that arises from this act of cultivating readiness, this gentle shift into profound strength. You are becoming the master of your own inner resources, choosing unwavering resilience over fleeting fatigue, enduring strength over temporary depletion. This practice of embracing the wellspring of resilience is a gift that extends far beyond this tranquil midday pause throughout your waking hours. When the world tries to drain you, when challenges arise, or when you feel tempted to succumb to fatigue, remember this moment. Remember the hidden wellspring, always flowing, always abundant. Remember the Stoic wisdom that reminds you that your true strength and inner readiness are found not in external achievements, but in the cultivation of an inner reservoir of calm, reason, and unwavering resolve. This daily discipline is not a burden. It is a continuous pathway to profound fortitude, a constant source of unshakable strength and enduring readiness in a world that often tries to define your worth by how much you produce or how little you rest. As the night deepens around you, feel yourself sinking further and further into this profound calm. Let every remaining tension gently unravel like tangled threads, slowly straightening in the quiet. Let every lingering feeling of depletion or apprehension softly dissipate into the vast, open space of your tranquil mind. You are safe here in the effortless flow of the present moment. You are not striving. You are not pushing. You are simply allowing yourself to be carried by the gentle current of rest, knowing that in this surrender you reclaim your deepest peace. I whisper now as your eyes grow heavier, as your conscious mind settles into deeper, more restorative sleep. You are resilience. You are readiness. You are peace in strength. Let fatigue fade. Your inner wellspring flows. Fall into profound renewal.